Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be showing you 3 of my favorite apps that I use to help me with my art. SparkPost, Pixlr, and Painting Grid Maker. So we will start with SparkPost. This is the app I use to make all of my thumbnails for my videos. As you can see, you have an array of different templates you can use. Take a picture of whatever you need. And then you can go in and size it to whatever social media you would like to size it to. You can also do letter, poster card, AS, AS4, or A5, A4, A3. I can't read. You can do all these things. You can also do a custom or original for the sizing. You can add text. You can remove the logo, so you don't have to have it on there. You can do multiple pictures and switch the layout, the spacing of the borders. You can add different design elements and effects. Some of them are animations, some of them are filters. I will often use the filters if, say, I want to be able to see the values of an image instead of what the actual colors are. I will put it in grayscale. But as you can see, it doesn't have too many effects. But this one is really nice. And to save it, you just press share, and then you can share it to any of these things, save the image, copy the link, mail it, a bunch more stuff. So that is SparkPost. Pixlr is one I really enjoy because, as you will see, it has so many features. And these apps are all free, by the way. I don't believe in paying for apps. You can crop, rotate, double exposure, adjustment, autofix, auto contrast. You can blur stuff, you can smooth stuff, you can sharpen, splash, heal, red eye, all that good stuff. Brighten, darken, pixelate, doodle. The pixelate one is nice because you can choose what gets pixelated. And then you can size the brush, you can feather it, you can do it cell by cell, you can choose how big you want the pixels to be, and then you have all of your effects and overlays. Now, this is why I mainly use this app, because if you've seen some of my other videos I've done, I did Hulk in negative color. So this is the app I used to figure out what the colors I needed. So see, here you have your negative, and you can favorite a filter for that specific image. You can say how much you want the filter to affect the image. You can do a bunch of different cool effects. You have cool overlays. Which can be fun because the art you do can be your own. And then if you want to add an overlay, you can. And that's 100% awesome. I like that. Okay, anyways. So that is that. There are different borders and whatnot. You can add text. And then the final and one of my favorites is the Paint Grid Maker. So I have tried a lot of different grid making apps, and they all suck. They just do. So this is the one I like the best. You can go into settings. You can make sure all your boxes are square by clicking that. You can have the edges cropped. It has to be in square mode though. And that means it goes here. We'll make this black. So you can change the color of your grid. You can change how wide the lines of your grid are. As you can see, this is with the edges cut. And if you take off edge crop, oftentimes will happen if there's not an even number of boxes, that extra line you'll see will go away. So you won't have any half boxes on your sides or tops or bottoms or whatever. You can add diagonal if you want. I don't really use diagonal that often. It can be helpful if you're doing something really detailed though, and you don't want a million tiny boxes. But yeah, it's simple. I like using it. And for square, you take square off and then you can figure out how many columns you want. And then once you enable square, you can't change how many columns, but you can change how many rows. So there's that. But yeah, these are my favorite apps. When you do save in Paint Grid Maker, it saves the image with the squares, and then it saves a separate image of just the squares. So if you were doing digital art, you could put the image of the one of just the squares in your digital painting program and put that layer on multiply, and you can draw underneath or on top, and it's really helpful. You could also print it out if you want. I don't really see excuse me. I don't really see the point in doing that though, but that is also one thing I like about this. But yeah, that is the video for today. I hope you found some of these helpful, and I will see you all next week.